How's it going, everybody? My name is Tanner. Welcome to Cybertfitness. I created this YouTube channel to share my fitness journey and also help people like you begin theirs. Before I get started, I wanted to introduce myself because this is a new channel of mine and this is my first video. And I created this channel hoping that I could build a relationship between you and we could grow together in the gym. If you guys aren't interested in getting to know me, I will put a timestamp in the description so you guys can skip ahead in the video and get straight to the dieting and training. So let me start off. My name is Tanner. I am 17 years old. I am graduating this year. I have been lifting for about 3 to 3.5 years. I've been putting off creating this channel for about a year now, but I finally decided I might as well do it. I hope that I'm able to educate you guys with some of the highs and lows that I've had during my lifting experience. And I also feel like there are a lot of creators out there that do not do a very good job of explaining certain things such as dieting and training. A lot of fitness influencers online try to get money out of people with their eating and training programs. I'm not going to do that because I feel like that's not a very good way to educate people on how to begin their journey. I feel like it's everybody's right to learn in the right area and not have to pay anything to begin their lifting journey. I also wanted to show some of my credentials so you guys know that I actually do lift. So this was from this morning. I'm currently on my cut, so I am a bit smaller right now, but I am also around probably 11 to 13% body fat. I'm currently sitting around 155 pounds. During my bulk, I was around 170. Now that you guys have gotten to know me a little bit, let's get right into dieting. Now, in my opinion, I think one of the hardest things for people to do is just begin their lifting and dieting journey. I know for me, at the beginning, it was very hard because I did not know where to start. A lot of people confuse dieting and losing weight with just eating healthy foods, which in theory, yes, but you also need to understand your calorie intake. I will also put a website in the description for you guys to check out so you can learn your calorie maintenance. Now, what a calorie maintenance is the amount of calories your body is burning at rest. So throughout the day, your body is already burning calories without you knowing. As you get older, that will start to decrease. If you're around my age or a little bit younger, you will burn a lot more calories than somebody that is older. The website will give you an estimate for your calorie maintenance. It won't be exact, but it is a good way to base your calorie maintenance so that you know if you need to decrease or increase your calorie intake. I also want it to be known that my content is going to be for everybody, whether you're somebody that's trying to put on some weight and put on some muscle, whether you are a little bit overweight and trying to lose that weight. I'm trying to help everybody in every situation. So I hope that I'm appealing to everybody, whether you are my age or a little bit older. When I first started my journey, there was a video I saw that was a really good visualization for me that helped me understand calorie intake and your maintenance. As you guys can see, there is a cup and a plate. The water that I am pouring into this cup is representing your calories. Now, at the very, very top of this cup is your calorie maintenance. So this is how many calories per day your body is burning. Now, if I overflow the cup, this is excess calories. So what this means is any excess calories or overflow in the water, this will be additional weight. Meaning after a periodic time, you will start to gain weight if you are going over your calorie maintenance every day. Now, if the cup is at maintenance or below maintenance, you will not be putting on any weight. This really helped me understand how many calories I should be eating throughout the day. And also alongside that, I think it's very beneficial to have a food scale. This allows you to track how many calories and how much protein you are eating throughout the day. And this will be necessary to figure out if you need to increase or decrease your calorie intake. This is why it's very important to still include foods that you enjoy and won't put you over your calorie maintenance. Balance is everything. It's okay to have a cheat day every once in a while or the snack on one of your favorite foods, but don't overdo it. Now let's get into cutting and bulking and understanding calorie dense foods. So if you are somebody that is underweight, is skinnier, and wants to put on more muscle and weight, you need to go into a bulk. A bulk is known as a calorie surplus. Now, if you're looking to bulk in the healthiest way, I recommend you do a lean bulk. This will be anywhere from 100 to 500 calories over your maintenance. If you're somebody that has a very, very hard time putting on weight and muscle, I recommend, instead of scaling and tracking all of your food, you just eat. It's important to eat a lot of calorie dense foods such as peanut butter, rice, any fats, anything like that is going to be very, very calorie dense. Liquid calories are also very beneficial because they do not fill you up as much as other foods will. So if you are eating things like peanut butter, there is mass gainer protein, which is not the healthiest, but if you have a really, really hard time putting on weight, I recommend getting on mass gainer and just eating kind of whatever you can. Now, if you're somebody on the flip side that is a little bit overweight and looking to lose weight, I recommend that you find foods that have a lot more volume. This can be any type of lean meat, chicken, elk, deer, any type of beef is really, really good as long as it is lean. Also, being able to fit in things like carrots and broccoli. It's also important to try to cut down your liquid intake to only water. It's easier to drink a lot of calories than eat. So try to take out things like soda, tea, anything like that. Things like candy and soda are very calorie dense and also pack a ton of sugar. It's also important to stay away from things like chips because you can sit down and start eating a bag of chips and never feel like you're getting full. That's why it's important to find foods that are less calorie dense but also fill you up. The last thing I want somebody to do when they're trying to lose weight is literally not eat anything at all. I fell victim to this. It is horrible for your body, and in most cases you will end up gaining more fat and gaining more weight than you will losing. So I recommend you go into a 100 to 500 calorie deficit below your maintenance calories. Another thing that a lot of people struggle with is they want results immediately. I will reassure you that most lifters see the most progress in their lifting journey through the first and second month of lifting. Now this will slow down after a while. It's hard for us to see our own progress because we see ourselves in the mirror every day. It's important to stay consistent and not give up. And the stricter you are with your diet, the better results you'll see in the long run. I don't mean to say this and deter you guys from lifting, but it did take me about 1.5 years to see my results finally start changing. Everybody else around me started noticing things right away, but like I said, it's just hard for us to see our own progress because we see ourselves in the mirror every day. I also want you guys to know that I'm not coming on here to act like I'm the most educated person. I'm just sharing my experience with you guys and hoping that we can all learn together and grow. So some of the things that may have worked for me may not work for you and vice versa. That's why it's important to listen to your body and understand your body, and it's important to try new things, especially in your training. Now I'll get into some of the training and lifting that I recommend for you guys. I'll be including a website in the description that has a lot of workouts that are very good for beginners. I don't recommend you guys go into the gym and try to throw around a lot of weight at the beginning. Take it easy. Your body will have to adjust to all the stress that you're putting on it. It's also important to understand what kind of training you were trying to do and your goals. Now, something I forgot to talk about earlier was understanding your why. And what I mean by this is kind of your motivation and purpose for working out and training and eating healthy. This can be going through family problems, going through a breakup, divorce, whether you're just trying to better yourself in general, for the workplace, everything far in between. I think it's really important to understand your why so that you can keep that motivation. It's also important to have internal and external motivation. It's great to have that internal motivation because you are the only person that's going to change you. You're the only person that's eating the way you're going to be eating. You're the only person that's going to be training like you're training. Nobody else can do that for you, so that internal motivation is very, very important. As a new lifter, it's also easy to listen to the people around you deter you. That's why it's important to have people around you that are loving and supportive. If you are around people that think it's okay to make fun of you for trying to work out, whether you're too skinny or a little bit overweight, a lot of the time those people are very unhappy with the situation they're in and they have to take it out on somebody else. Trust the process, trust yourself, and don't compare yourself to other people. A lot of social media influencers online also are on juice or SARMs, any type of steroid, and a lot of these influencers claim to be natural when they're not. Now that's why it's important not to compare yourself to those around you in social media influencers. So now I'll show you guys kind of my home gym and my setup. A lot of people don't have access to gyms or have a home gym, which truly you don't need much. Bodyweight workouts are very good for beginners and can get you a long way. If you're somebody like me that would prefer the workout at home than at a gym, if you have money to spend on dumbbells and a squat rack, I really do recommend. It's a very, very good purchase. But if you're somebody that doesn't mind paying a fee to go to the gym, gyms are great. They have more equipment than you can probably get at home, and you have a lot more wide variety. Now, if you're somebody that doesn't have access to any of those things, like I said, working out at home and doing bodyweight workouts are very, very good. You can do things like push-ups, squats, dips, anything like that. And even if you have some sort of weight, whether that's a sandbag or anything that you can convert into weight, you can use it. A lot of people will throw some things in a backpack and do squats or push-ups and stuff like that. So if that's what you have to do, that's what you got to do. Now, for somebody that's just starting getting into the gym, I don't recommend going and lifting 5-6 days a week. For me, I lift 6 days a week and take one rest day. But like I said, for beginners, I recommend you guys do anywhere from 3 to 4 days a week until your body gets used to that constant stress. If your body starts getting comfortable to those 3 to 4 days of working out, I do recommend going to a 5 or 6 day schedule. This is because having more days to work out allows you to work out more body parts during the week, which I recommend you try to train everything 2 to 3 times a week. Now, another thing a lot of people do is they do a bro split, which is basically training only one body part per week. So let's say somebody goes to the gym on Monday and only does biceps. That is not the most beneficial, and it'll not get you the most growth. Now, if you're somebody that's looking to put on weight and gain muscle, weights are your friend. If you're somebody looking to lose weight, I recommend doing more cardio, but also getting in your weight training. It's also important to be effective when you're in the gym. Don't sit on your phone. I recommend bringing in headphones and listening to music. Try not to rest any longer than 4 minutes between each set. As a beginner, you want to get anywhere from 8 to 12 sets per body part. Now, if you are more advanced, I recommend upwards of 20 sets per body part. It's also important to understand what kind of training you're going into. It's also important to schedule your workouts, whether you want to work out in the morning, midday, late at night. And it's also good to go into the gym with a routine. If you go into the gym not knowing what you're planning on training, it's not going to be a good workout and you're not going to be as effective. Now, in my next video, I'll get more into detail about certain foods, kind of some snacks, things like that have really helped me on my journey. If you guys need any more clarification or have any more questions, make sure you go down in the comments. I'll be very active and try to respond to everybody. I'll also include my email down below if you guys want to email me. I'll be coming out with more fitness content in the future, so make sure you hit that notification bell to stay updated with when I post. My name is Tanner. Thanks for watching Cyber Fitness. I hope that this video helped you guys out, and I hope you guys have a very, very good workout. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.